What is Parler? Everyone on Facebook, it seems like here lately, is saying, hey, come over to Parler. Here's my username. Come see me there. A lot of people leaving Facebook. Um, I myself have been looking for something different, so I looked at Parler earlier in September and actually joined up. I haven't used it much as there is quite a bit of politics on there, and that was the reason I was trying to get away from Facebook. I did find another site called MeWe. Check out my video on that, because that one you can really control what you see, and they do not try to push and influence anything on you. Really, really great site. Check it out. MeWe, that's my other video. But let's look at Parler right now. Parler, what this is basically, it's like think of it as another version of Twitter. They market themselves as a free speech version of Twitter. They're not going to suppress you. They're not going to not show your tweets. They're not going to do things to influence you. Their whole mindset is to just allow you to say what you want to say and when you want to say it. So let's take a look here. Here's my homepage, and so mine is very simple, and it's very easy to set these things up. This is a cool thing about Parler, is that you can quickly set up an account. I mean, it takes no time at all. MeWe, it takes a little more time. You can do it quick, but MeWe is kind of like Facebook, so you want to really kind of customize it for what you want, so it takes a little more time to set that up. This one's fast. So you can put a cover page up, you can put a picture up. I have a private account, so you'll see that. It means it's private. There's my name, my username when I joined. And so if you want to customize this, you just go here, and it'll take you to edit profile, and you can do up to 200 characters to describe yourself. Theme, very simple. You can play around with the colors. Let's change it to purple there for the heck of it. Language, English. Badge selector, I don't really have any badges or anything. So, and while we're in here in this section, you can see I wanted to show you the community guidelines. They're very simple. It's only 3 pages long. They just updated them, and it basically says you can do whatever you want as long as it doesn't incite violence, or it's not pornographic or any way, or breaking the law, or not safe for work. These kind of things is what its user community guidelines are. You have good privacy settings. Over here you can set your privacy to be a private network. This is your passwords. This is your notifications, your influencer network. All simple stuff, straightforward. Back over to my account here. So as we go down, we can see how many followers I have. You can see I'm a big player here. I'm following 24 people, mostly friends. And we have 7 comments that I've made and 9 upvotes. I'll explain that in just a minute. I have 16 parlays, and what's a parlay? Parlay is a tweet. So basically parlay means having a discussion, an open discussion, a discussion of truths. That is what parlay means. So let's show you how you do a parlay. Over here is a plus. You hit that, you can start typing up to 1,000 characters, I believe, for a parlay. Much more than Twitter allows. Put a picture on there, a GIF, or an emoji. That's how you do a parlay. Very, very straightforward and simple. Here you can see I've shared 10 pictures or media, and so that's how that operates. So here is a parlay, and people can make a comment here. They can echo it, which means retweet it, or they can upvote it, which means it's kind of like doing a thumbs up. So if someone likes it and you want to give them a thumbs up, that's what that's all about. You can look at it a little bigger, and if I wasn't a private account, you could share this. There's a little V there that you can normally click, and that's how that operates. You can also see how many people looked at it and when it was posted. Up here are suggestions of search options for me to look for. This is where I think it's kind of paying attention to what you're doing and trying to figure out what you might like, and it's slowly, as you can see, it's slowly purging out it's slowly purging out the political for me and starting to bring in stuff more of what I'm interested in. So let's say fall, for example. Let's see what's going on in fall. And so it'll start to show you what other people are posting on here, so you can start to find things that aren't so political. And you can just, like Real Moms of Parler, interesting. So it's neat. So this is if you want to start to get away from the politics on here, you can. It just takes a little bit of movement. So we go back over here. It does show people to follow, and normally I've seen it show people that I kind of know or other users. But here lately, I've noticed it starting to show me just people that have verified big accounts on here, and so that's interesting. That's kind of kind of influential. So I played with one. I clicked that one to see what it would do. It just makes you follow him. So Joe Jorgensen for president. She was the libertarian. Let's say we follow her. So boom, that's what happens, and that's how you follow her. So I was just kind of tinkering with that to see how that worked. But that's how it's kind of making recommendations. Mostly right-leaning from what I'm seeing here, not as much on the left, so not as balanced out as far as both sides of the political spectrum. But Parler is pushing out there that we are an open forum for everybody to have free speech. So they're encouraging that. Again, for me, I want to steer away from the politics. I'm not really interested in doing that. But let's walk through here. We have a direct message section here, and this is the direct messages where people can send you direct messages. This is a discover section. This is just generally what's going on out there, and this is where I find a lot of politics stuff popping up. And so as you go through this, if you don't want to see any of that stuff, you can actually mute it, you can block it, you can follow it, you can report it, or you can subscribe to them. And if you subscribe to them, they'll show up in your notifications every time they make a post. Here you can see users. This is where you can find all kinds of different users on here by setting up names and typing in names if you want to find someone that you knew. Affiliates are different affiliates that they have that have Parler accounts. So that's kind of how that operates. If you want to search something, you can just type it in here. I typed in happy. Let's type in happy again. And so you see all the users that have happy in their username and hashtags. We can go and let's just say happy birthday. Let's see what searches pop up. Probably the Marines, definitely. Marines, we'll see some parlays on that. And so that's pretty simple on your search. If we go to notifications, it's going to show you different notifications of folks that you're following and people that have done things that have upvoted some of my posts. And then under home, this is where you're mostly going to see people that you're following and what they're posting and what you've posted. And so you can see all of them. You can hide the people that are echoing certain echoes that you don't want to see. You can do subscriptions only, so you can narrow that down as well. And you can also parlay from here as well. So that is Parler in a nutshell. Super easy to use, easy to set up, and super fast. And you come in, check it out, see if it's your cup of tea or not. Again, I encourage you to check out my MeWe video. That's an awesome site. Doesn't really have this kind of stuff here. So as far as suggestions, so you kind of have to find it a little bit, but that's just typing in what you're interested in. This one's kind of on the suggested is trying to figure you out. So it does have a little bit of, it seems like an algorithm on that side of it. But again, there are no ads, and it's not going to suppress what you say. You can say what you want. You can plug into communities that you want to plug into and how you want to say it. So again, super simple to use. I believe I showed this side of it. This is where it's just a repeat of what's over here all the way through. So anyway, plug in, check it out, and see what you think. See if it's something you want to do.